Hey, how you guys doing? I already did my base off of camera, as you can see. I have my baking going on. So I'm gonna do the eye today. It's gonna be a pretty simple eye look. I think nothing too extravagant. Because I don't want to do much today. So I'm just taking some concealer and using that to prep my eyes for the eyeshadows. Today wasn't a really good day for me. Just a bad day overall, but I hope makeup's gonna make me feel better, because it always does. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, I put makeup on and it just makes me feel better. So yeah, so I'm just putting that concealer all over to make everything even and ready for the eyeshadow. For this look, I will be setting that down with some powder because we're gonna use pretty neutral shadows, so we don't really need like a sticky base. We're not using much color today. So I'm just setting that with some powder. I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte, or just any powder, pressed powder, loose powder that you have, or even an eyeshadow that's your skin tone or powder tone. I'm gonna be using my BH. Sorry, I don't know what I was about to say. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics 88 Matte Color Eyeshadow Palette. I've had this for a while now. I don't really use it. I don't know why, but they're pretty good eyeshadows and they're really affordable. They do have a lot of kickback though, but that's okay. I don't really mind that. So I'm just taking that. I'm using, of course I should have told you what colors I'm gonna use. They don't have names, but these two here, I'm just using that to buff onto my crease, like a transition shade. So again, I don't think I'm gonna do anything extravagant or colorful today. I think I'm gonna keep it in the neutrals. So yeah, just blending it on the crease. And I'm using a Morphe MB23 to do this, which is my favorite brush ever, just to blow out the crease. And this is pretty cool. These tones that I'm working with are pretty cool. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna come up with an easy neutral look, because when I start doing my makeup, it just gets very it's still wearable, but it gets very intense, you know? It's not some neutral look or a simple look. That's just how I am. When I sit down and do my makeup, I think I'm gonna do something else, but it turns out being something else, but I really like how it turns out. That's just how I roll. Alright, so now I'm taking this color here. So it's like a gray tone color. So on a brush that looks like this. So it's like a domed packing, well, not packing, it's like a domed brush, but the bristles are actually really packed. So something like that, and I'm gonna tap that on the outer corner just to add more depth. This brush, I actually bought it from SM. It's the Artist Studio brush. No, Landmark. I bought it from Landmark here in the Philippines. But I'm sure you can find this, pretty much any brand will do this type of brush. So I'm just tapping that on and we'll blend it out later. So I guess I am not doing a easy look because I'm already working with this dark gray color. Hopefully I don't get any fallout because I already did my base. You know what? Let's just put some powder on just to be safe. Catch the fallout. So yeah, I'm gonna look very funny, but oh well. Okay, so I'm taking that first brush we used, the Morphe MB23, and just blending the edges of this the gray eyeshadow. So just blending. Did I say at the beginning of the video that I felt like crap today? That's why I'm doing my makeup. And I'm actually not going anywhere. I mean, most of the people who make makeup videos here on YouTube, most of them just don't go anywhere. They just like putting makeup on and filming and having fun with makeup. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. So picking up more of that dark gray color, just tapping it on. And blending. So I'm gonna keep doing that until I get the intensity that I want. I'm gonna take this color right here, this one, and put that just a little bit on my upper crease. Oh man. I just want a little bit of warmth. A little bit. These colors are way too cool for me right now. The tones are way too cool for me. I like working with warm tones more than cool tones. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way. Just a little bit though, not too much. So I'm getting the MB23. This isn't the same brush that I used for the first two colors, but you know what I mean. It's a different MB23 brush. I have two, that's what I mean. So I'm just blending that above. So I decided I'm gonna do something blue. I'm gonna take this Maybelline Color Tattoo Metal in the shade, what shade is this? Electric Blue. So these are really old. They're pretty dried up, so hopefully this works. I'm just gonna use that as my base. So I'm tapping that here. This might be a bad idea, but we're going with it. It doesn't need to be all perfect and stuff because we will, it's just a base. We're gonna blend that out later on. So yeah, just tapping that in. So I started off putting it on already, just a little on this eye right here. I'm taking the Colourpop Super Shock shadow in 5K01, that's the name. So it looks like this. On camera, when it hits the light, pretty awesome, but in person it just looks like a black base, a black eyeshadow with a lot of like blue and purple and pink or fuchsia reflex in it, but it looks really awesome. So I'm getting some of that on my pinky finger and I'm tapping that onto this eye, the eye where we put the base, I mean the Maybelline Color Tattoo base. So I'm just tapping that on. Looks pretty awesome. Look at that. I haven't used the shadow in a long time and this is really pretty. I'm gonna take this brush and just blend the edges a little. So this isn't a everyday wearable look at all. I'm gonna go back into that dark gray shade and just re-intensify the outer corner since we lost a lot of that darkness here when we were blending in the blue. I think I'm gonna add a touch of black, I think. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. The same on the other eye. What I did for underneath my eyes, you can see that I put some purple underneath there. So I took this color and this color with a mixture of the blue and just smudged that underneath my eyes. I found this Maybelline eyeshadow in my collection. This is probably expired already, but I'm still gonna use it. It's in this packaging and it's called Blue Blazes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that with my pinky. So it's like an icy blue color and I'm gonna tap that in the middle. Let me see if I can get my mirror. So tap that in the middle. Just for a little bit of something something, you know, like to add dimension to the eye. Yeah, it's a little bit of something something. I remember I used to wear this eyeshadow like in school when I was in college. I would just put it all over my eye, just one color, just this color all over my eye, and I thought I was the bomb. I thought I looked really good. I don't think I have pictures of myself looking like that. Good thing I don't. But yeah, those were the days when I thought icy blue eyeshadow, one color, was the way to go. Like, I felt like I was the shiz back then, you know? So just tapping this all over just the middle part of my eye. there. And then I'm taking my ring finger and blending the edges a little. Sorry, can you see the mess that I'm... Ugh. So what I did was I put some mascara on. Oh, and I also tight lined my upper waterline with the black. I have all of the products listed below, and just a nude color on my lower waterline, and then I put mascara on. So everything is looking good. I think I love this eyeshadow look. I haven't worn blue in a while. I see a lot of people using blue now on Instagram. I mean, yeah, Instagram, on YouTube, and I see why. I mean, it's a pretty color. So I'm gonna move on to blush. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with blush. I usually always just use this. It looks way different on the pen though. But let me see if I have another blush. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm gonna use this MAC blush, the one that I told you before, the one that's rubbed off, the name's rubbed off. So I'm just gonna use this. I think it'll look better with the blue eye makeup that we're doing. And just put that... Oh wait, let me just take this bakage off first. Alright, so let's put some blush on. This is my everyday blush. I mean, as you can see, I hit pan, and I'm trying not to use it as much as I used to, because now that I hit pan, I'm really sad about it. So I'm trying not to use it as much, because I mean, MAC is really expensive here in the Philippines, and even in America I think MAC is expensive, and there's a lot of blushes that are way more affordable, but I don't know, I haven't found a tone like this before with other brands. So yeah, absolutely love that blush. It's just something to add a little color into my face, not too much, you know. So I'm gonna take my highlighter, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. I love this highlighter too, and as I said in my previous videos, I have a lot of texture, but I still put highlight on because I love highlight. So just adding that on top of my cheeks, and a little through my brow bone, just a little. Oh, look at that. So I take my setting spray, and spray my sponge, wiggle it a little, and I press it on top of my highlight just so it melts into the skin and it's not just sitting on top. So I learned this trick from Jaclyn Hill, and I love it. I always do this now. And it helps tone it down, you know, just a little. Because of my texture, I like this trick a lot. For my lip color, I'm gonna do something nude. But I would wear a dark lip with this, honestly, I would. But I'm gonna just wear something nude. So I'm taking Faux. It's a MAC lipstick. And I might mix that in with something else, but let's just have this, check this out first if it'll do. That's like way too, no, I don't like that one. I mean, I already know what lip color to use, which is my favorite MAC lipstick. It's Capricious. This is like my all-time favorite MAC lipstick. I use this all the time when I don't know what lipstick I'm gonna put on. I grab this and it always works for me. It has that, I don't know why it's showing different on camera, but it has this like brownie undertone to it. It's showing more pink on camera, which is weird, but it's not. It's like a brown undertone, maybe because of my shirt. I don't know why. And it's super comfortable because it's like a glossy type. I'm not sure what the luster, is that how you pronounce that? That's the formula of this lipstick. So yeah, this is the lips that I chose for this look. So before I put highlighter on, I'm just gonna do my nose thing. If you watch my previous videos, you know that I don't put foundation, liquid foundation on my nose because, and my upper lip, because I get super oily there. So I don't do that. I just put powder foundation on. Now the powder foundation that I'm using is the Maybelline Super Fresh in the color Nude Beige, which is too white for me. So what I do is I grab my bronzer and I just bronze the sides of my nose. So just to add color back to my nose. And then let's take a highlight from my inner corner. I'm just gonna take the same highlight that I used on my cheeks, which is the Wet n Wild one, and this small like pencil brush, and highlight my inner corner. I do this last because my eyes get really watery if I fuss with them too much, so I do this last just to make sure they don't get all watery. So that is the finished look. I hope you guys like this. Let me just put my headband. I hope you guys like this blue eyeshadow look that I got going on here. I really enjoyed creating this look. Again, it was supposed to be a neutral, but it turned out to be this blue smoky eye. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what video you would like to see next. See you guys later. Bye!